Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So The Liberator is a Netflix 4-part miniseries, and this is based upon a true life story of a book written by Alex Kershaw, and it really revolves around this main character. His name is Felix Sparks, and he is a commander of this ragtag brigade of soldiers comprised of Indians, Mexicans, and white cowboys who are pretty much rejected in their home country of America, but as a unit, as an army, they're all one, and they're all like going through this horrific events of World War II against the Germans. And so that is the general story here. Now, getting to the things that I really enjoyed about this series is the overall look. So this one uses a process that is a combination of real life acting and CGI animation. And so if you've ever seen a movie like Scanner Darkly, which did this many years ago, this is very similar to it, but this one is using newer technology. And so you are watching an animated film, but it's based upon live acting. So it looks really stunning in my opinion. The overall look, the colors, everything just looks so photorealistic yet animated. So it's definitely, in my opinion, the most striking and probably best part about the series, because it's so different, but at the same time it still have a lot of emotions because this is based upon real actors. And then the second part that I enjoyed about this film are the characters. And so the main character here is Felix Sparks, but within his army and his brigade we have other soldiers like Gomez, Cold Feet, and many other characters that you see throughout the series. And obviously, since this is a adaptation of a true life story, some of the characters might not be real, but they might be based upon real people, which I think is a great way to tell this story based upon true life events. And so as you're going throughout this, you kind of see how the war affects each one of these characters, and you see this overall progression of their growth as characters throughout this entire ordeal. And so the final thing that I enjoyed about this series is just the fact that the overall heart of it, you know, even though the story itself is something that you've probably seen before, the overall heart of the story, the message it's trying to tell, and just this whole idea of, you know, a one family in an absolutely crazy amount of violence and pressure. And at the same time, it's not just focused on the American side, they also focus on the German side as well. So there's definitely a human element to it, and that just made the overall series just that much better. For fast website hosting and top-notch service and features, check out Siteground, the preferred service news at GeekOutdoors.com. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. And so getting into the things that I didn't like about the series, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, the overall story does have a lot of heart, but also it's a story that you've seen many times before, especially if you like watching a lot of these World War II movies, documentaries, and so forth. And so the story is very similar, where you get this ragtag group of soldiers, they go through hell on earth, and then they come out a different person. And so that's a story that's been told many times before. And then the second thing that I didn't quite like as much is the overall main character, Felix Sparks. He is supposed to be the one that we know most about, that we have the most depth in, but overall I didn't find him as interesting as the other characters, specifically his soldiers like Gomez, Cold Feet, all the other soldiers that are in his battalion, and even some of the German characters. I just found those characters more interesting, and Felix, he kind of like fits into this cookie cutter mold of a traditional World War character. And so those are like the main things that I enjoyed and didn't enjoy as much about the series. But overall, I found it very enjoyable. It has a very visually striking look, and at the same time, it has characters that you grow to care about. And so if you actually had any thoughts on The Liberator or any of the other series that you've enjoyed seeing, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my action film reviews, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.